Hello there and welcome to the Card Grotto. Today I've got the new clearly besotted stamps released to share with you. All of these items will be available in the shop at www.clearlybesottedStamps.com at 12 midnight tonight on the 5th of November. That's Greenwich Mean Time, so obviously if you're in other countries you have to work out the time there. And they'll be available in the Simon's Stamp shop as well shortly afterwards. So I'm going to show you the products a bit up close, and then I'm going to show you the samples that I've made as well. So first of all, this is the Take Good Care set. A really pretty set. You've got the peony there, but the design team, we were kind of having a discussion that we think that this one here, the peony, could be used as a chrysanthemum as well. And then you've got the delphinium here, and then you've got some really lovely sentiments. Just a note to wish you well, hope you're feeling better, wishing you a speedy recovery, sending hugs and kisses and get well wishes. And then you've got the sort of other ones that you can add on as well. It's a really pretty set. And then there is a die set that you can buy separately to match it. This is the card that I made using that set. As you can see, I used the peony there and I coloured it in with my Copic markers. I used the no line technique for that. So what I did was I stamped out the outline of the stamp in London Fog Memento ink. I stamped it off once and then I stamped it onto the card for a second time. Which is a really faint line, and then you can colour in with your Copic markers and then you can't really see the line, which looks a bit like a watercolouring effect. And then obviously I used the sentiment there as well, and a few little rhinestones, and I mounted it onto some Basil, I think this is Basil, yeah, Basil Basics card shop cardstock. The next set here is called In Stitches Christmas. A really lovely set. You've got the penguin there, you've got stars, you've got the snowman, the little stocking, and then you've got the reindeer there at the top, and then the few sentiments, and then all of these little bits. So you've got like a, this is the body for the penguin, and then you've got buttons for the snowman, and all these bits kind of coordinate inside the blank parts of the stamps there, which is really nice. You can sort of mix and match it how you wish. And then of course there is a die set that you can buy to match. Obviously you can see that I've used this, I haven't really put it back in the packaging very well, I'm sorry about that. So this is the card that I've made. Using the reindeer, which is really cute, and then I don't know if you can see I used some glossy accents there for his nose and for his belly, which I stamped in a separate colour. These were Hero Arts shadow inks. I did actually die cut the image twice, so I used a double layer. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, and because the glossy accent sometimes warps cardstock, even though this cardstock is really thick, it does sometimes warp it, so that's why I did 2 layers, and then it stops it from warping, which is nice. And then just mounted that with some 3D foam, and then another Basil card base there. The next set is the Hey Beautiful set. Really pretty peacock there, and you've got the feathers that you can add on separately. Really nice. And then there is a matching die set that you can buy separately. I haven't actually made a sample using this card, unfortunately. I ran out of days, but I will use it soon. The next set here is called Geometric Style. As you can see, really great set. You've got the different shapes there. So you've got the rectangles. I do know what this shape is called, and I can't remember now. It's basically a square with 2 sides that are rounded. And then you've got the square there, you've got the diamonds and the triangles, and then you've got some nice sentiments there as well. And again, there is a matching set of dies that you can buy. For the cards that I made, this is the first one. I used that shape there as flower petals, and then I used this dotted line here is from the framed sentiment set. I just masked off one of them and stamped that, and then the little flower leaves, are from the leafy accent set, and again I just masked off the rest of the stamp and then added that on top. And as you can see, the sentiment is from the same set. And then I just pierced some holes using my Tim Holtz ruler, just to give it a little bit of extra effect for the border. And then this is kind of my male version. I did a kind of his and hers thank you cards. So again, I used the square for this one, and then I just rotated it each time, and I used sort of rainbow colours here. And then this is the banner from the tag-along set. I just cut off half of the other side of the banner. And then the sentiment is from the A Little Sentimental set, and then I just added some doodlebug sprinkles on top. And then I did make another one. I didn't actually share it on my blog, but I just made another one that was very similar to that one, but in a different shape. And then last but not least, it's the window dressing stamp set. And this is quite a large set as well as the geometric one, so it's quite difficult for me to get it in into the frame of the picture here. Sorry about that, but it's you can see you've got the window here at the top, and then you've got some really pretty sentiments as well. I actually think I've put this set in the packaging the wrong way. I've just realised, but it doesn't really matter. So you've got the curtains, and you've got it's really nice because she's done an outline and a solid image. If you wanted to just stamp it, or you can colour as well. And then you've got all the different things that you could add into the window, the little flowers and the vase, which I thought was really pretty. And again, there is a matching die set. And this is the card that I've made using that set. It was really difficult to get a nice picture for my blog, actually. But what I've done is I cut out the card using the window die, and then I added the frame on top. I popped a bit of acetate behind it so you can see through the whole window onto the back of the card. This is what the back looks like. I'm going to cover it up with a bit of with another window die, so you won't be able to see the all of my foam, my foam there. But that's what I did, and then I added the curtains over the top. I added, let's say, a little bit of foam on the back of the window frame just to pop it up a little bit. And then for the inside, I used the Santa and the reindeer from the I'm trying to remember what it's called now. Set the Scene stamp set, sorry. And then what I did for the background was masked it off, and then used a lot of different blue distress inks and blended them, and then I added some kind of splatters, I suppose you call them, of glimmer mist, and just pop them on there, and then the distress ink resists it, and it kind of makes it look a bit like it's falling snow. So I quite like that card. It is a bit difficult for me to show in the photos, though. That's the only unfortunate thing about it. And then the sentiment here is from the Modern Christmas set. So that is the new Clearly Besotted stamps release. Unfortunately, there will be no release in December. Stephanie needs a well-deserved rest. She's worked so hard this year to bring you all of these lovely stamps, so she's going to have the month of December off. But we will see you soon for a new Clearly Besotted challenge on the 10th of November. Otherwise, I hope you have enjoyed watching my video and seeing the products a bit up close and my samples. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.